Good day student. Today we are going to see the practical session. In this we are going to prepare oxalic acid which is taken as a standard solution for the titration. Now I will show how to prepare this oxalic acid solution. First I have to calculate the amount that I have to prepare for the oxalic acid solution. In 1 liter I have to prepare 1 ml of the solution. So I should take the molecular mass of this oxalic acid, which is 126 grams. For 1000, that is 1000 ml, it is 126 grams. So I have to convert this for 250 ml. How much gram is needed for 250 ml of the same amount? That is 250 into 0.1 m. I have to prepare the solution for 0.1 m. So 250 into 0.1 into 126 by 1000 gives me 3.150 gram of oxalic acid. So I have already weighed it and I am having that oxalic acid crystal in this Thailand dish. Now I have to prepare that solution in 250 ml of the flask. Now I am going to transfer this. How to transfer this? We have to take a funnel. We have to take a standard flask and funnel should be placed in the neck of the standard flask. Now I have to transfer the oxalic acid which has been already weighed. It is 3.150 grams. Now I am going to transfer it into the flask. After transferring it, I have to dilute this crystal into this standard flask. So I will be using the distilled water for that purpose. Now I have to dissolve this thoroughly and then I have to make it into 250 ml in this standard flask. Now I have dissolved the oxalic acid crystal in this distilled water. After this I have to make it into up to this mark, which is 250 ml now. I should be very careful while preparing the standard solution because it should be up to the mark. It should not exceed beyond that mark. For colorless solution, the marking should be lower meniscus. For colorless solution, above the mark you should get a curve of this solution. It has exceeded. This is the wrong way. It should be up to this mark. So, here it has come below. It should not come below this or exactly that marking. It should be just above this marking. It should be a curve. When you look at this, there should be a curve seen. This is called as lower meniscus. For colorless solution, above the marking there should be a lower meniscus. For colored solution, it should be a upper meniscus exactly to that mark. Now I have prepared this solution, which is my standard solution. I will be using this solution for titrating against sodium hydroxide, so that I will be getting the value for the, it is an unknown one. This is known one. The normality of this solution can be calculated. But a solution will be given which is the base sodium hydroxide, where the normality should be found out by me. I will be preparing out 20 ml of this into a conical flask. This is the burette. So I will be taking this burette and I will be filling the burette with sodium hydroxide solution, against which I will be titrating this oxalic acid. After this, I fix the burette in this burette stand and it should be made to stand in this way. See, I am taking it out. It has to be fixed this way. And always the burette should be handled with your left hand. your left hand should be in the burette, and after that you will be placing the conical flask to which we are adding this sodium hydroxide solution, which has to be titrated. Now we have to fill in this burette up to this reading. That is 0, it will be from top to bottom. 0 will be at the top and 50 ml reading is given at the bottom. So you have to fill in the burette with the solution given, for which you are going to titrate it against oxalic acid. So 0 to 50. And this is known as pipette. 20 ml can be pipetted out. Always we have to use only the pipette for pipetting out the solution into this conical flask. So when you are pipetting out, you have to blow it. You should not suck it. You have to just blow it, and you have to make it up to this mark. There will be a marking in the pipette where it measures 20 ml. Now I will pipette out the oxalic acid. It should be held by this forefinger. Always it should be holded by the forefinger in the right hand, and you have to leave it. And then we will be adding an indicator, because we have to get the appearance of a pale pink color for the titration. So we will be placing it under this burette. And your left hand should be in the burette and your right hand should hold the conical flask. And while the liquid from the burette is dropping, it should be shaken thoroughly with your right hand. And then the reading will be the appearance of the pale pink color. So you will be doing the titration in this way.
Quantitative estimation. Quantitative estimation is a commonly used laboratory technique. It is used to determine the unknown concentration of a sample by measuring its volume. The main process of this analysis is called titration. In a titration, a solution of unknown concentration is reacted with a solution of known concentration. The solution of known concentration is called standard solution. In the titration, the solution which is taken in the burette is called the titrant, and the solution which is taken in the conical flask is called titrate or analyte. The end point is the point at which the entire chemical reaction between the titrant and analyte is completed. Here, we determine the strength of hydrochloric acid by titrating it against a standard solution of sodium carbonate. Materials required: solid sodium carbonate, hydrochloric acid, methyl orange, distilled water, weighing bottle, 250 ml conical flask, 50 ml burette, 20 ml pipette, beakers, spatula, funnel, glass rod, dropper, 250 ml standard flask, burette stand, and electronic balance. Procedure: preparation of 250 ml 0.1 molar standard solution of sodium carbonate. The weight of the solute required to prepare a standard solution is equal to the molarity of the solution into molecular mass of the solute into volume of the solution in liters. Here, the molarity of the solution is 0.1 molar. Molecular mass of the solute, sodium carbonate, is 106 grams per mole. Volume of the solution is equal to 250 ml, that is equal to 0.25 liters. Therefore, the weight of sodium carbonate required is equal to 0.1 into 106 into 0.25, which is 2.65 grams. Take a weighing bottle and place it on an electronic balance and tar the balance. Take solid sodium carbonate using a spatula and transfer it into the weighing bottle and weigh exactly 2.650 grams of sodium carbonate crystals. Transfer the weighed quantity of sodium carbonate into a 250 ml beaker. Then, wash the weighing bottle 2 or 3 times with distilled water to transfer the particles sticking into the beaker. Dissolve sodium carbonate crystals in the beaker by gently stirring with a clean glass rod. Take a 250 ml standard flask and place a funnel over the flask. Place a glass rod over the funnel and transfer the entire solution from the beaker into the standard flask through the glass rod. Wash the beaker 2 to 3 times with distilled water to transfer the solution sticking to the standard flask. Then wash the glass rod with distilled water. Finally, wash the funnel and funnel tip thoroughly with distilled water to transfer the solution sticking in the funnel to the standard flask. Using a wash bottle, carefully add distilled water to the standard flask to just below its calibration mark. Add the last few drops of distilled water with a dropper until the lower level of the meniscus just touches the mark on the standard flask. Stop at the measuring flask and shake gently to make the solution uniform throughout. The molarity of prepared sodium carbonate solution is 0.1 molar. Determination of strength of given hydrochloric acid using standard sodium carbonate solution. Take a burette and pour some distilled water into it and rinse it with distilled water and drain out the water through the stopcock. Repeat the washing 2 to 3 times to drain out the impurities from the burette. Take a funnel and place it over the burette and pour some hydrochloric acid into the burette through the funnel. Rinse the burette 2 or 3 times with the given hydrochloric acid to remove any moisture inside the burette and drain out the washings. Then fill the burette with hydrochloric acid using the funnel. Clamp the burette vertically in the burette stand. Take a beaker and place it below the burette and slowly open the stopcock so that hydrochloric acid is allowed to run out into the beaker and set the initial burette reading as 0. Take a 20 ml pipette and pipette out some distilled water and rinse the pipette 2 to 3 times to remove the impurities from the pipette and drain out the washings. After rinsing with water, pipette out a small quantity of standard sodium carbonate solution and rinse the pipette and drain out the washings. Repeat this 2 or 3 times to remove any moisture inside the pipette. Now, pipette out the sodium carbonate solution from the standard flask until the solution level is just above the calibration mark on the pipette. Close the open end of the pipette with the index finger. Slowly release the finger so that the solution is allowed to run slowly until the lower edge of the meniscus just touches the mark. The volume of the solution should become 20 ml. Take a clean conical flask and carefully transfer the 20 ml sodium carbonate solution into the conical flask. Then touch the tip of the pipette with the bottom of the conical flask to transfer the remaining solution from the pipette. Then, add 2 drops of methyl orange indicator into the conical flask so that the color of the solution in the conical flask becomes yellow. Place the conical flask on a white surface under the burette to correctly view the color change. Run the solution dropwise from the burette into the conical flask with constant shaking of the solution in the conical flask till the color of the solution changes from yellow to light red on addition of last single drop of HCl. Note down the final burette reading and repeat the same procedure until concordant values are obtained. Record the observations in a tabular column. Calculations. Volume of sodium carbonate solution is equal to 20 ml. Molarity of sodium carbonate solution is equal to 0.1 molar. Volume of hydrochloric acid is equal to 38 ml. The chemical reaction between hydrochloric acid and sodium carbonate can be represented as Na2CO3 plus 2HCl gives you 2NaCl plus H2O plus CO2. Since in the balanced equation, 2 moles of hydrochloric acid react with 1 mole of sodium carbonate, the volume of HCl into molarity of HCl divided by volume of sodium carbonate into molarity of sodium carbonate gives you number of moles of HCl divided by number of moles of sodium carbonate. That is 38 into molarity of HCl divided by 20 into 0.1 is equal to 2 divided by 1. Therefore, molarity of the given HCl is equal to 2 into 20 into 0.1 divided by 38 into 1. This gives you 0.1 molar. Molar mass of HCl is equal to 36.5 grams per mole. Therefore, the strength of the given HCl is equal to molarity of HCl into molar mass of HCl. That is 0.1 into 36.5, which gives you 3.65 grams per liter. Precautions. Never close the pipette with the thumb. Close it with the index finger. Always keep the lower end of the pipette dipped in the liquid while sucking the liquid. Do not blow out the last drop of the solution from the jet end of the pipette. Carefully fill the burette with the solution and see that the stopcock does not leak. Do not allow any air bubbles to remain inside the burette. To take the reading, place the eye exactly at the level of the meniscus of the solution. Do not let the drops of solution be at the tip of the burette at the end point. Place the titration flask containing solution on a white tile to see the color change correctly. Give rotatory motion to the titration flask through the titration. Use 1 or 2 drops of the indicator. The same number of drops of indicator should be used for each titration.
Yes, thank you students. We'll meet in the next practical session.